What's up, guys? Welcome to Archer Amplified. I'm Archer. I'll be here every Monday talking to you about my job as a full-time musician and all the hurdles that come along with that. You'll hear about shows, songwriting, and everything that goes on behind the curtain. If you're curious about when I'm playing my shows, make sure you go to archermusicxx.com to check out my show schedule. Also, give me a follow on Instagram and Facebook. Just search Archer Music XX. What's up, you guys? Welcome to Archer Amplified. In the last episode, I talked about how I was working on producing my first EP called Salem Town. And in this episode, I'm going to do a fun little thing. It's a software review, and it's by Delta Sound Labs, and this is called Fold 1.0. Okay, guys, Delta Sound Labs created this thing. It's called Fold 1.0. So I'm going to read you some of their stuff off of deltasoundlabs.com, where you can buy this from. It says, calling on their background in modular hardware design, Delta Sound Labs has found a novel approach to creating warmth and distortion in software. By using an assortment of modules in an in-series effects chain, Fold imbues input signals with harmonically rich overtones, and if used extremely, completely transforms them with a unique form of distortion. And it really does. I've been working with it for a couple of weeks now, kind of playing around, learning it and using it as a plugin. It's been really fun working with it. So I'm going to read the description. You can use these installers pre-authorization. The following features are locked out until the plugin is authorized. So make sure you authorize it once you install it. So it has a high-pass filter and a resonance control, or HP panel, soft/hard clip morph slider, which is the drive panel, low-pass resonance control LP panel, square and triangle LFO and LFO sync, which is the LFO panels. It has a volume slider and loading, and you can load and save, use presets. You can make your own presets. So it's available for Mac and for Windows, and it is $49. Okay, really cool little thing. So it has hard and soft clip distortion morphing, wave folding, bit crushing, analog low and high pass filter emulations, 4 syncable LFOs with mappable phase reset buttons, which is really cool. You have 3 LFO waveform types. You have mono and stereo processing, and you have 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16 oversampling, and it's configurable through your automation thing. So if you're using Mac, you have to have Mojave or higher to be able to install this and use it. And if you're using Windows, the minimum and recommended version is Windows 10. All right, so let's go into Logic and let's see if I can show you what this cool little thing can do for only $49. Okay, so when I was in college, we kind of worked with a little bit of this, worked with oscillators, we worked with synthesizers and stuff. So I know a little bit about waveforms and how to manipulate them. I have some pretty basic knowledge, but it's pretty cool to even be able to play with it. So let's dive right in. Sine Wave is the simplest form of the waveforms, and I'm going to use one of the pre-recorded things, or the pre-sounds on my Logic Pro X. This is called 80s Sine. So you see how it's very smooth. That's usually how sine waves are. And then you can go in to fold and you can change it and you can manipulate it. All right, hold on. So there are 22 factory presets on here. There's warm, warp, break, destroy, thrash, beat, fold, groove, snorkel rock, free sweep. There's a whole bunch. Slow sweep, strobe, drive groove, gentle resonance, round bottom, and then you can also make your own presets to what you like. So if you find something in there after you've been manipulating it, playing with it, changing the waveforms or whatever, you can save that preset. All right, so I'm going to click on one of these presets so you can see what it sounds like in reference to that 80s sine wave. All right, so I'm going to click on slow sweep and change the last LFO to a sawtooth wave. Okay, you see how that's insanely different? Like you're literally just changing one waveform and changing your LP and effects. All right, so let's do another factory preset. Let's do Snorkel Rock. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay, for this one, I have all of the LFOs on. The first one is on the sine wave. The second on the square. The last three are on the square wave. I have the effects turned up about 3/4 of the way. I added some HP and 23.3 drive. This is so cool because it's just like in and out. It's a cool little tremolo sound for me. I like the warmth that it adds, and to me it's insanely different. You know, on their website it says that if you go extreme, it's going to sound extremely different. Well, obviously, and I'm really excited about it because I've been looking honestly for something like this for a long time, something that I can do a little bit more than what Logic can provide me with. So I can literally go in and change all these waveforms, and in Logic, you can only do, with certain sounds, you can only change the waveform only with certain sounds. You can't do it with all of them. But with Fold by Delta Sound Labs, you can do it with all of them. You can change it to whatever you want, and it's amazing. I'm going to click on one more of these factory presets. I'm going to click on one of those. One more. This one is called Strobe, and it's really cool. I only have the first LFO and the last LFO on. The first one's a sawtooth wave, and the last one is a square wave. It sounds dope. And you can change the amount of drive that's in this, so if you're wanting it to be less crunchy sounding, that's how I explain it, you can change the drive. But I like where it's at. I also have that last LFO to 1/16th, so that's why you're getting that insanely dope, super fast tremolo effect. It's super cool. I'm really happy with this. And like I said, there are so many other factory presets that are already in here that you can manipulate and make it your own. Just use that bass that they've put in there for you and make it, cool. Not that it's not already, because it's already super dope. All right, so I'm going to put something together while we're on here. I'm going to produce this thing. I'm probably actually going to use, because I'm not that great at drums, like producing drums, so I'm going to use one of Logic's pre-recorded drum loops and just kind of build on top of it. So let's see what happens. And I'm going to be using Fold on a good amount of these tracks as well. So let's get ready to do this. Okay, so I've already picked out the sounds that I wanted to use. They're going to be 8 tracks. So in Logic, these are all in Logic. So Airways, Old Fragile Vinyl Keys, Black Whisper, the Sine Wave Grand Piano, Boarding Area, and a drum loop under the trapdoor. This is the Des version of it. Everything on here I've added Fold to everything on here except for Airways and the trapdoor drum loop. I really like that nice swell that it gives to the Black Whisper. It sounds really nice. For that one, I have the last 3 LFOs on, all on the sine wave. And I added a little bit of drive, a little bit of distortion to those piano keys, the Sine Wave Grand Piano. I really like how Fold helped bring all this together. I like the level of distortion. I like the fact that you can change how much of what you get. You have a lot of control with this plugin. Like I said, you can go get this plugin for $50 on deltasoundlabs.com. Make sure you download and install the one for the computer that you have. Like I said, there's a Mac version and there is a Windows version, and it's only $50. Like, this level of control for your MIDI tracks in Logic or Ableton or Pro Tools or whatever that you're using, just for $50 is insane to me, and this software literally does everything that I have been looking for, everything that I've been needing it to do. So really glad this was shown to me. Like I said, make sure you go to deltasoundlabs.com, click on Fold, and download it, install it, after you buy it, obviously. I cannot say enough great things about Delta Sound Labs and Fold 1.0. Okay, you guys, that is going to conclude my first ever software review. And yeah, thanks for listening. Make sure you go check out my website at archermusicxx.com and my Instagram and Facebook. Just search archermusicxx. I may have some things coming out soon, so keep in check on all social media things. Yeah, thanks for listening. And all you have to do is search Archer Music XX.